Hello guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another book review. Today we're going to be reviewing The Breaking Light. So, for a TLDW, I'm going to be doing it at the start of every single book review because people sometimes don't have time to sit for a 10-minute review. I'm pretty sure this one's going to be shorter though. I'm not going to read the blurb. It is essentially a really, really shit Romeo and Juliet fan sci-fi book. That's basically it. Yeah. So to start off with, the character motivation is non-existent. Whenever something happens to a character, tragic or good, you don't care. Even the main characters, they have no motivation other than, oh, they're from two separate worlds. In fact, just to preface this, on my previous review, Strange the Dreamer, has almost the exact layout of this book where there's one person from one world and one person from another, but both are both geographically and also thought to be higher than the other, and they have this sort of connection that brings them closer together. Well, that's the thing with this book. There is literally nothing other than occasional interactions, and then all of a sudden they're in love. It makes absolutely no explanation at all for the reason why these characters are in love. Other than they're both hot. Well, her appearance isn't even described at all. It makes absolutely no sense. But with Strange the Dreamer, they come from two separate worlds, and there's more than one way why they're connected, but that's not explained later. But he's constantly obsessed with the world that this person is in, and then once he finds someone from that world where he thought these people don't even no longer exist, he's drawn to her that way, and she's drawn to him because she's the first person he's the first person that she's being seen by, not just actually seen, which is true, but also metaphorically, actually seeing past the skin tone and stuff like that, which obviously has racial stuff to do with it as well. But yeah, anyway, I'm just trying to say that book had motivations, and that's why it's my favorite book of the year, and this one has zero motivations. It didn't. Both of which have great concept. This has a great sci-fi concept. The fact that they went to a new world which can be inhabited, but it was basically commercialized straight away, and light, actual vitamin D, has become a scarce resource which the rich sort of strangles the poor and makes it so they have to pay premium for it in order to just survive basically. And there's these tiers of structures along the world where only the people at the top and near the top that can get to the top can actually experience actual sunlight. That is such a good premise, and it's bogged down completely by romance. If this was a 500-page book, then maybe this romance that's in the book now, no extra romance, this is the one that's in now, could be a thing. And the rest is to do with the sci-fi and the world building. It teases so much world building that is just not there. It's like the whole idea of the iceberg, you only see the top, but below there's loads of stuff, but there isn't even stuff on the top to just deal with. It's such a frustrating read. I can see how this could appeal to people, because on Goodreads it's got a 3.9, on Amazon it's got a 4-star. I can see how this would appeal to people. If people were into a romance book and they didn't care why they was attracted to each other, just that attraction existed, and the fact that they couldn't be together because of outside sources, this is such a trope and it's so annoying, and you could find it in a million other books where it's done better. But I can see if people pick this book up and maybe are not well aware of the other books but still find this sort of theme interesting, then I can see why they would give it a high rating. But seriously, I told you this was going to be a short review. I do not see how anybody could enjoy this book. It's so annoying. Just on a last note, the technobabble that was used, it's used in any sci-fi, but using this one is it's laughable. It is comedic how shit how the terminologies are. It makes I'm pretty sure they called a flashlight a glow stick at one point. It was so, yeah, there was other ones, that wasn't the worst one, but I was thinking about writing it down, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to shame this book that much. It's a very short book as well, about 240 pages. I appreciate that the author wrote this book, that it got published, but at the same time, I feel like it's had zero heart and soul put into it at all. It feels like a commercial product that was designed to, like, I don't know, because it's not even good in the slightest. The Maze Runner was an easy read, but it wasn't a good book. The Maze Runner, this is worse than Death Cure. This is my worst book of the year by far. It was an easy read, but it was objectively not a good book. They didn't do much well, but it was easy to get through stuff. The chapters were shorter. These chapters can drag on a lot. The action was fine. The action is shit in this book. The action was fine in Maze Runner. It was just the characters that really let that series down. But this is going to be a series. It's already labelled to be a series. And I'm definitely not going to be reading that. So Maze Runner, I thought that, and then I ended up reading Scott Shroud's, but there's no way that you can get me to read the next one of these books. Do not pick this up unless you're really into romance and you don't care how it happens, you just want it to happen. But that's going to be it. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully enjoyed. My phone just went off. Great timing. And I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.